Hello and welcome to the RANsquawk US morning briefing for today, 12th of November. European equities traded sideways in early trade today, however moved higher after the weekly claims data came in below expectations. Two notes were higher earlier but did tick lower ahead of the claims data in anticipation of some good numbers. Since then, they have been stuck in a range-bound trade ahead of that $16 billion 30-year notes auction scheduled for later on in the session. Elsewhere, the dollar index has been on a steady uptrend today, which as a result has weighed on the energy complex as well as the basic materials and oil and gas sectors. WTI crude then made another move to the downside after some very bearish DOE weekly inventory numbers touching on lows at $76.84. In terms of US equity specific news today, aftermarket, yesterday unexpectedly Hewlett-Packard reported Q4 adjusted EPS of $1.14 against the expected $1.11. Company also said it was to buy 3Com for $2.7 billion. Elsewhere, Walmart reported Q3 EPS today of 84 cents versus the expected 81 cents, though revenues did come in slightly below expectations. Their CEO says the economy remains challenging for customers and also did say price deflation was well beyond what it had expected. Further to that, Barron's sees little reason to buy Walmart shares despite shares being down, so something there worth bearing in mind. For United Tech, they are to buy GE Security for $1.82 billion, sees transaction to be earnings neutral in 2010. Elsewhere, Intel and AMD have agreed a settlement. Intel will pay AMD $1.25 billion with regards to settlement of legal and other issues. Elsewhere, the financials have been coming under some pressure today after the FDIC staff proposed that board finalised proposal to have US banks prepay 3 years of assessments. Staff estimates that prepayments would amount to approximately $45 billion, which is quite a hefty amount, and as such that has weighed on the financial shares in early trade. Also of note, Kellogg sees low single-digit sales growth in 2010 to 2012 and sees modest gross margin expansion as well. Dow Chemical CEO expects revenue to grow by more than 10% with new Roman Haas assets and says $1 billion of cost savings achieved year to date. So looking ahead to the rest of the session, we are expecting comments from ECB's Trichet later. As well as that, we'll see the results of that $16 billion 30-year note auction and aftermarket earnings from Walt Disney. Further to that, we'll also see the US monthly budget statement as well.